Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We begin in the name of Almighty Allah, the most magnificent, the ever merciful. We glorify Him, we praise Him, and of course we elevate His name as He ought to be elevated. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I extend to you the eternal and of course the universal salutation of peace. May the peace, blessings and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon you. A most pleasant good morning going out to you on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. It is of course the day of Jumu'ah. We have now come to the end of the week. We are heading full speed towards the weekend. Literally, in a nutshell, blessing upon blessing, like they say, light upon light. And as always, I do hope that you are healthy and well, enjoying a period of happiness, prosperity, well-being. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Sarfraz Ghani, here in your company once again on this beautiful and auspicious holy day of Friday, the day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago. Before we go forward though, I want to take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to Pandit Shrivan Hari Prasad for all those beautiful and wonderful words of inspiration and motivation. And of course, as we always tend to do, we do wish him a safe and a speedy trip back home. All praises are due to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the magnificent, the merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. Oh Allah, it is you do we worship, and from you only do we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favor, not the path of those who have evoked your anger, nor the path of those who have gone astray. Ameen Ya Rabbal Alameen. Today's Islamic date is the 12th day in the month of Muharram. And of course, this is the first month on the Islamic calendar. We are currently in the year 1446. So 12 days have already elapsed in this month and in this new year. The time is going by very, very quickly. Today also coincides with the third Friday in the month of July for the year 2024. May Allah continue to bless you and yours, Jummah Mubarak. And may we continue to use the time allotted to us in the best possible manner. At this point, as we are now getting ready to commence the holy day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago, allow me now to take the opportunity, of course, to welcome you live on air, on the internet, and across our social feeds as well for this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. Do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM as we continue on with the journey of this particular hour.
طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع. Oh, the white moon rolls over us from the valley of Wada, and we owe it to show gratefulness where the call is to Allah. طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله رسول الله حبيب الله نبي الله شفيع الله رسول الله حبيب الله نبي الله شفيع الله. صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر المطاع جئت شرف المدينة مرحبا يا خير دار أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر المطاع جئت شرفت المدينة مرحبا يا خير دار أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر المطاع جئت شرفت المدينة مرحبا يا خير دار اللهم صل على حبيب الله نبي الله اللهم صل على حبيب الله نبي صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. Oh, you who were raised amongst us, coming with a word to be obeyed. You have brought to this city nobleness, welcome as caller to God's way. أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر المطاع جئت شرفت المدينة مرحبا يا خير دار طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله اللهم صل على حبيب الله نبي الله شفيع اللهم صل على حبيب الله نبي صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله
Yes, beautiful way to kickstart our program this morning. طلع البدر علينا. Indeed, it is a poem praising the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And of course, as always, on Fridays, we try our very best to send durood and to send salutation upon the soul of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. You are tuned into Soul Inspirations on 103.1 FM with yours truly. And as always, I must say, it's an absolute honor and, of course, a personal pleasure to be in your company once again as we continue on with the journey of this particular hour. I also want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning has been brought to you, or is being brought to you, through the kind courtesies of Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, located at number 66 Omera Industrial Estate out there in Arima. Contact number 645-8326, 6639-144. Imam's Fries and Chicken Restaurant, opening soon at number 20 Currently Savannah Road out there in Charlieville. Contact numbers 471-3850, 472-3850. Nicer Brand Products Limited of number 23 Brookhaw Road out there in Canupia. Contact number 665-3078, 665-3079. And F&A Hardware and Shopping Center, located at number 280 Russia Douglas Road out there in Barrowport. Contact number 277-8000. I also must take the opportunity to say a very special salam and greetings of peace. Thank you so much To all those who message on the program thus far, thank you so much for all of your beautiful and wonderful words and greetings and sentiments. Same back to you as well. On the program this morning, we've got a very, very interesting segment, of course, lined up. We start off with a short inspirational segment, followed by the early morning call to prayer. I'll be sharing with you a few beautiful Islamic selections as well. And of course, as we work our way through the course of the program, we get into our lecture segment. And this morning, I'm talking about the importance of taking that first step. In many aspects of our lives, the most difficult part is just taking that first step, getting the ball rolling, so to speak. So we'll be talking about that particular concept on our lecture segment coming up just a bit later on. So thank you so much for the pleasure of your company. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations, and I'm yours truly, Imam Safris Gang.
أنت نور فجرا جئت بعد العسر يسرا ربنا أعلاك قدرا يا إمام الأنبياء أنت في المشوار أنت للعينين ضي أنت عند الحاضرين أنت هادي وصفي يا حبيبي يا محمد. يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك. With submission, faith, patience, you convey the noble message. Brought us light through your guidance. Peace be upon my beloved. فينا زادنا الحب حنينا جئتنا بالخير يا ختام المرسلين يا حبيبي يا محمد. يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك.
Allah's mercies and blessings unto you and yours on this beautiful Friday morning. Jummah Mubarak going out to you and yours. We thank Almighty Allah for the gift of another day. We thank Almighty Allah for the gift of another week, another month, another year. How long we have got left, of course, no one knows. All we can do is try to make the best use of the time afforded to you by the Almighty. And as you welcome the gift of a brand new day, remember that life sometimes can become very, very turbulent. It is absolutely important to have reset days, so to speak. So no matter what you are going through, No matter what you are faced with currently, always make time for the things that you are passionate about. Make time for the things that are most important, activities that ground you, and activities that bring you back to the now moment. Because sometimes in life, even if you go for it and it doesn't work out, in the long run, you still win. You still come out a winner. Why? Because you had the guts to head straight into something that scared you initially, and that bravery will most definitely take you places. So invest in you. Investing in yourself sometimes is money which is well spent. Sometimes you deserve an upgrade in your life. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to look good. You deserve to put yourself in a position of experience, education, and expansion. Because in the end, you are worth every bit of investment that you can make in yourself. Through that investment, you become a shining beacon upon yourself and upon all those who will come into interaction with you as you continue on with the journey of your life. So that is my short message for you this morning. Focus on building a connection with the Almighty. Focus on yourself. And I can tell you, you will go places. So I say to you this morning, may Allah bless you this day. May He continue to shower you with His utmost blessings and mercies. May He remove all challenges and obstacles from your path. May He open all the doors of mercy upon you this day. May He continue to guide your footsteps towards all that is good in this life, and even more so in the life of the hereafter. And above all, may He grant you the courage to face all the challenges that will come your way. I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Nicer Brand Products Limited, of number 23 Bokar Road out there in Canupia. Contact number 6653078, 6653079. F&A Hardware and Shopping Center, located at number 280 Russia Douglas Road out there in Barrowpole. Contact number 2778000. Imam's Fries and Chicken Restaurant, coming soon at number 20 County Savannah Road out there in Charleville. Contact numbers 4713850, 4723850. And the Original Barbecue Hut Limited, located at number 85 to 89 Sipera Road, Victoria Village out there in San Fernando. Contact number 6579429. Well, with that being said, our inspirational segment is literally just around the corner. Keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. You are listening to Soul Inspirations. So Thomas Edison was the person who invented the light bulb. It's a name probably you might have heard before. And while creating the light bulb, he tried 2,000 different materials in search of an appropriate filament for the light bulb. When none worked satisfactorily, his assistant became despondent. His assistant became fed up, and he started to complain. And he said, all our work is in vain. We have learned absolutely nothing. And at this point, I'm not even sure if we can use electricity properly. Thomas Edison replied very confidently. He said, oh, don't worry. We have indeed come a long way, and we have learned quite a lot. Even though we have not yet succeeded, at least we now know that there are 2,000 elements which we cannot use to make a good light bulb. The simple moral is that mistakes are there to be made. The important thing is that you learn from them. And to support this theory, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentions that a true believer is he who is not stung twice by something out of one and the same whole. And that brings to light our topic for this morning, a topic that is fundamental to personal and professional growth. And that topic is learning from your mistakes. It is said that mistakes are the stepping stones, to success, and I couldn't agree more. Throughout history, great minds and pioneers have embraced their mistakes as valuable lessons to be learned. And let's start by acknowledging that making mistakes is a natural part of being a human being. We all stumble, we all falter, and we all fail at times. No one is exempt from this universal experience, and in life, you will make mistakes from time to time. However, what differentiates successful individuals from others is their ability to learn from their mistakes and to use them as opportunities for growth. When you make mistakes, you often feel a mix of emotions such as frustration, disappointment, or even embarrassment at some point. It is essential to recognize these emotions, but not let them define you. Instead, you should embrace your mistakes as valuable teachers, valuable learning experience. And there is a saying that says, the only real mistake in life is the one from which you learn absolutely nothing. Very important. The only real mistake in life is the one from which you learned absolutely nothing. And this saying beautifully encapsulates the essence of making mistakes and learning from those experiences. Mistakes become futile if you don't extract the lessons from them. Only the fool is not wise enough to extract the learning points from his mistakes. So learn to reflect on your actions, your decisions, and their consequences. Because if you are able to do this, that will enable you to gain insight into what went wrong and how you can improve moving forward. Learning from your mistakes provides you with a unique opportunity to develop resilience, to develop adaptability, and problem-solving skills. By analyzing your missteps, you discover alternative approaches, you discover alternative strategies that can lead to better outcomes. And these lessons learned become invaluable assets as you navigate future challenges. So very, very important aspect. It is important to note that learning from your mistakes requires self-reflection and humility. You must be willing to admit to your errors. You must be willing to take responsibility for your errors and to seek ways to rectify those situations. This process, I can tell you, requires a lot of courage, but the rewards at the end of the day are immeasurable. Remember that mistakes are not setbacks, but rather stepping stones on your journey towards success. So embrace them, learn from them, and use them as a catalyst for personal and professional growth. The big question, however, is how do you learn from your mistakes? We have heard that saying many times, but many people, I can tell you, they don't even know how to learn from their mistakes. What process should be used to ensure that you learn from your mistakes? Well, this morning, I want to share with you a 5-step process that will help you to learn from your mistakes. Step number 1. Cultivate a positive attitude. Approach your mistakes with a positive attitude. Instead of dwelling on the past, instead of dwelling on the negative aspects, focus on the opportunities for growth and improvement. Maintain a positive mindset, and this will help you to stay motivated. This will help you to become resilient in the face of challenges. Step number 2, seek feedback and guidance. When you make a mistake, don't hesitate to ask feedback and guidance from others. Humble yourself. Reach out to mentors, reach out to colleagues or experts who can provide you with valuable insights and advice. Their perspective sometimes can help you to gain a deeper understanding of the situation and offer valuable suggestions for improvement. Step number 3, keep a record of your mistakes and the lessons learned. It can be beneficial to keep a record of your mistakes and the lessons you have learned from them. This could be in the form of a journal, a digital document, or even, a dedicated section in your task management system. By documenting your mistakes and the corresponding insights, you create a valuable resource that you can tap into, that you can refer to in the future as a reminder of what to avoid and how to approach similar situations. Step number 4, share your mistakes and experiences. Don't be afraid to share your mistakes and experiences with others. By openly discussing your failures and the lessons you have learned, you not only contribute to a culture of learning, but you also create opportunities for others to learn from your experiences. Sharing your mistakes can also help you gain different perspectives and insights from those around you. Step number 5, celebrate progress and success. As you learn from your mistakes and as you make improvements in your life, take the time to celebrate your progress and your success. Recognize and acknowledge the effort that you have put into learning and into growing. Create milestones along the way, and that will help to boost your confidence and your motivation. Remember, learning from your mistakes is an ongoing process that requires patience, perseverance, and a willingness to reflect and adapt. By embracing your mistakes as valuable learning opportunities, you can transform setbacks into stepping stones towards personal and professional development. So in conclusion, learning from your mistakes is an essential task that propels you forward on your journey of growth and on your journey of success. By embracing those mistakes, you are able to envision for yourself a better future. So as you continue on with the journey of your life, embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and continue to strive for excellence. Like they say, stay curious, keep exploring, keep learning, and never, ever stop growing. At this point in the program, we now go to the early morning call to prayer. The early morning call to prayer is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Kinupi.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الصلاة خير من النوم يمنعون
A very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia, Trinilink Solutions Limited located at Waterloo Road out there in Aruka. And of course, you can check them out for all of your IT sales, solutions, and services. Contact number 7884186. The Price Club Supermarket located at Ramsaran Street out there in Chagonas. Contact number 6717777. Point Fortune Hardware Limited Wholesale Division located at Frederick Settlements out there in Caroni. Contact number 662-1233-678-0857. Well, with that being said, our lecture segment is coming up in just a short bit. Do stick around. This is Soul Inspirations right here on 103.1 FM.
يا من هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الرحمن الرحيم الملك القدوس السلام المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر الخالق البارئ المصور الغفار القهار الوهاب الرزاق الفتاح العليم القابض الباسط الخافض الرافع المعز المذل السميع البصير الحكم اللطيف الخبير الحليم العظيم الغفور الشكور العلي الكبير الحفيظ المقيم الحسيب الجليل الكريم الرقيب المجيب الواسع الحكيم الودود المجيد الباعث الشهيد الحق الوكيل القوي المتين الولي الحميد المحسن المبدي المعين المحيي المميت الحي القيوم الماجد الماجد الواحد الصمد الطاهر المقتدر المقدم المؤخر الأول الآخر الظاهر الباطن الوالي المتعال الطاق التواب المنتقم الرؤوف الرؤوف مالك الملك ذو الجلال والإكرام المكسر الجامع الغني المغني المانع الظاهر اليافي النور الهادي البديع الباكي الوارث الرشيد الصبور
آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسوله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره يا الله كان خاتم بخطا هخازك الشوق وشبه تشقي الخطا حياتنا يا ربي حسن إليك قضينا شغلها قرب الأرض يا الله كان خاتم بخطا هخازك الشوق وشبه تشقي الخطا حياتنا يا ربي حسن إليك قضينا شهرها قرب الأرض آمنت بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسوله واليوم الآخر والقدر خيره وشره من الله والبأس بعد الموت لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
Everything I have, everything I own, everything I eat is thanks to you. Every breath I take, every bird I hear, every smile I see is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Every drop of rain is a mercy from above. Feeding all the earth is thanks to you. Every ray of sun, the light of the moon, the wind when it blows, is thanks to you. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. All praises are for you. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. All praises are for you. Everything is thanks to you, Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. All thanks is to Allah.
Welcome back. I'm yours truly, Imam Safras Ghani, host of this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment on this beautiful Friday morning, the day of Jum'ah. We have now come to the end of the week. We are heading towards the weekend. May Allah continue to bless you and yours. And at this point on the program, of course, we now get into our lecture segments. And like I mentioned before, this morning we are talking about the importance of taking that first step. Currently, we have now entered into the new Islamic year. Today is the 12th day of the first month, or the 12th day of the first year. in the year 1446. And at the start of every year, or every month, or every week, we all have intentions and aspirations to do better in our lives. The most difficult part, however, is taking that first step. Making resolutions and, of course, having intentions, having good intentions, that's the easy part. The real challenge, the hard part, is to convert those resolutions and those intentions into action. And the thing about action is that in most cases, getting started is the most difficult part. For example, if a person intended to start exercising, getting the ball rolling is the most difficult part. He says to himself, well, tomorrow for sure. And then when tomorrow comes, that's a whole other kettle of fish. In today's era, we live in a modern world. In modern times, the world lives in a fast forward mode, so to speak. Being that as it may, our days are always filled with challenges. We are always faced with engagements, and responsibilities tend to come our way one after the next. There is a never-ending barrage of things to do, which can become intimidating, and sometimes people are afraid to take the first step slowly and carefully. And most people would find it easy to just surrender without even trying at all. Nevertheless, the journey of 1,000 miles becomes worthwhile only when you take one step at a time. And what do I mean by taking one step at a time? Firstly, it means starting any journey with courage and the willpower to push on. And of course, after the first step has been taken, there is no looking back, and you must keep on stepping. One step at a time offers you the opportunity to take things slowly, being aware and alert of your surroundings. Like they say, work that is done in haste often leads to failure. So you must take the long road, so to speak. You must keep on pushing ahead. You must keep on stepping forward, because small improvements on a daily basis lead to much bigger improvements over time. And this principle can be applied to every single area of your life. It's definitely possible to improve all aspects of your life by taking a series of small steps. Sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. Tiptoe if you must, but ensure that you're always taking a step forward, not backwards. Try to never take a step backward, and try to never become stagnant in life. When you feel like procrastinating or making an excuse for not taking a forward step, remember that the one small step that you may be avoiding or putting off could most definitely be the biggest step of your life. So you know what? Sometimes you have to motivate yourself. Convince yourself that you most definitely need to take that first step without thinking about it too much, without delay. It doesn't end up being the biggest step of your life. If it doesn't end up being the biggest step of your life, that's okay, that's fine. At least you'll know that it's not the best way forward. At least you will learn something from it. Also, if it does end up being the most important step of your life, wouldn't that be wonderful? You would be so pleased and thrilled that you had the courage to take that one small step. And Allah wants you to take that first step. Almighty Allah mentions, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentions in one hadith, in one tradition, that Almighty Allah says, whoever draws close to me by the length of a hand, I will draw close to him by the length of an arm, by an arm's length. Whoever draws close to me by an arm's length, I will draw close to him by the length of a fathom. And whoever comes walking unto me, I will come running unto him. And sometimes all we need to do is to make that first step in our lives. I remember once I was sitting at the airport in Piako. I was about to travel abroad, And I was sitting there waiting on my flight to be called. And my attention was drawn towards two individuals, two friends. Apparently, they were traveling together. Now, there is an area between the arrivals and the departure section where there are a couple of doors which can only be accessed from the inside. Those doors will only open if a person coming from the inside places their foot on the mat that will then activate the doors to open. So one of the friends went outside with the baggage to make a phone call. In the meantime, the other friend that was inside the terminal building heard the announcement for their flight. So now he's trying to gesture through the glass to his friend that, come on, our flight has been called. We need to go get the luggage and come on. The other friend on the outside is telling him that, look, I can't hear what you are saying. You need to put your foot on the mat first to enable me to come inside. I can't access opening the door from the outside. You need to make that step. And then what transpired was a war of hand gestures. The friend on the inside was trying to tell the one on the outside, hurry up, come on, we need to get going. The guy on the outside was trying to simply tell him, listen, I can't hear you. You need to put your foot on the mat. While all of this was taking place, another passenger walked by. He placed his foot on the mat and the doors opened and both friends were reunited. And I sat there looking at that and I said to myself, that is a very important lesson for life. Sometimes all we really need in our lives is to make that first step. And everything in life will fall in place. Always tell yourself that I don't need to be a different person. I don't need to have more. I don't need to be somewhere else before I can move forward with my life. I can move forward right now by thinking of what I can do with the resources that I have right now from exactly where I am sitting. I need to focus. I need to stop focusing on what I can't do in my current circumstances. Tell yourself that, of course, there may be things I can't do, but there are also many things that I can do. And tell yourself that I need to focus on those things. I need to set goals for myself based on the things that I can do right now, rather than holding myself back by thinking about all of the things that I'd like to do if only if. And sometimes our lives revolve around that particular realm of only if. So as you continue on with the journey of your life, start now. We all need to start somewhere. So why not start right now where you are, no matter what you have, no matter what is happening in your life. Take that first step. Like the saying goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with what? Begins with one simple step. Life is an exciting journey, but the things we want are rarely, if ever, handed to us on a golden platter. We have to put in the effort. We have to work towards them. And we start by taking one single small step. Sometimes that step might be frightening or terrifying to us, but that's fine. That's okay. It's okay to be afraid of moving forward. It's okay to be terrified. Just don't let that fear stop you from doing so. Take that small step today, even if you are afraid, even if you don't want to, even if your mind tries to convince you out of it. And I can tell you that you will most definitely, trust me when I tell you this, you will most definitely feel amazing once you have taken that one small step. And that wonderful feeling will transcend all and will help you and encourage you to take the other step. And I end by telling you this: if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But whatever you do, you most definitely must keep moving forward.
हम तेरे बिना अब रह नहीं सकते, तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा। हम तेरे बिना अब रह नहीं सकते, तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा। तुझसे जुदा अगर हो जाएंगे तो खुद से ही हो जाएंगे जुदा अब तुम ही हो बस तुम ही हो या रबी बस तुम ही हो चैन भी मेरी हर खुशी मेरी जिंदगी बस तुम ही हो या रबी तेरा मेरा रिश्ता है कैसा एक पल दूर गवारा नहीं मेरा सब शाम बस है तेरा वक्त मेरा बस आपका है कोई लम्हा मेरा ना हो तेरे बिना हर सांस पे नाम तेरा अब तुम ही हो बस तुम ही हो या रबी बस तुम ही हो चैन भी मेरी हर खुशी मेरी जिंदगी बस तुम ही हो My Lord, you have come and saved me. I was lost and found now. You made love so easy. My Lord, keep me on the straight path. You're my one and only. Bas tum hi ho. Tum hi ho. Bas tum hi ho. Ya Rabbi. बस तुम ही हो चैन भी मेरी हर खुशी मेरी जिंदगी बस तुम ही हो
As we are coming to the end of the program for this morning, I want to take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning has been brought to you through the kind courtesies of the Price Club Supermarket located at Ramsaran Street out there in Shagonas. Contact number 671-7777. Trinilix Solutions Limited located out there at Waterloo Road in Aruka. And of course, you can check them out for all of your IT sales, solutions and services. Contact number 788-4186. Point Fortin Hardware Limited Wholesale Division located at Frederick Settlements out there in Karami. Contact number 662-1233-678-0857. Adams Project Management and Construction Limited located at number 66 Omera Industrial Estate out there in Arima. Contact number 645-8326 663-9144. The Original Barbecue Hut Limited, located at number 85 to 89 Sipera Road, Victoria Village out there in San Fernando. Contact number 657-9429 and Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia. I also must take the opportunity as well to say a very special salam and greetings of peace, Jumma Mubarak, going out to you, our listeners and viewers who joined us on the program this morning. Thank you so much for all of your beautiful words, your wishes, your sentiments. May Allah continue to bless you and yours. Of course, it was an absolute pleasure to be in your company over the past hour or so. By all means, you can definitely catch me next week Friday from 5 a.m. as we bring to you another episode of Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, signing off for this morning. Until next week Friday, please have an extremely blessed day, a blessed weekend. Stay safe, stay in the mercy of Almighty Allah. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Much love, and may Allah continue to bless you and yours as we continue on with the journey of this beautiful day. Up next is News at 6, followed by Prabhat. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM for more inspirational and motivational programming throughout the course of today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله جو بلال حبشی ہے سروردی کا پیارا ہے، وہ جو بلال حبشی ہے سروردی کا پیارا ہے، دنیا کے ہر عاشق کی آنکھوں کا وہ تارا ہے، وہ جو بلال حبشی ہے سروردی کا پیارا ہے، دنیا کے ہر عاشق کی آنکھوں کا وہ تارا ہے، ظلم ہوئے کتنے اس پر سینے پر رکھا پاتر لب پر پھر بھی جاری تھا لا الہ الا اللہ حسبی ربی جل اللہ ما فی قلبی غیر اللہ نور محمد صلی اللہ لا الہ الا اللہ حسبی ربی جل اللہ ما فی قلبی غیر اللہ نور محمد صلی اللہ لا الہ الا اللہ۔ اپنی بہن سے بولے عمر یہ تو بتا کیا کرتی تھی، اپنی بہن سے بولے عمر یہ تو بتا کیا کرتی تھی، میرے آنے سے پہلے کیا چھپ کے پڑھتی تھی، اپنی بہن سے بولے عمر یہ تو بتا کیا کرتی تھی، میرے آنے سے پہلے کیا چھپ کے پڑھتی تھی، بہن نے جب قرآن پڑھا سن کے کلام پاک خدا دل عمر کا بول اٹھا لا الہ الا اللہ حسبی ربی جل ما فی قلبی غیر اللہ نور محمد صلی اللہ لا الہ الا اللہ